Okay, so this set is called Pokemon Go, and in Pokemon Go, what you're trying to do is accumulate as many Pokemonsters as possible. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to use the Pokemon to be kind of like the incentive of completing a set appropriately. Now, what does completing a set appropriately mean? That's up to you as the coach. So here I've got 3 swimmers. I've got Ash Ketchum, Gary Oak, and Professor Oak. And how I want to set this set up is swimmers do set number 1. If they completed the set, then they're able to try to do their 100 kick goal time. If they do their 100 kick goal time, they get a Pokemon. So I'm going to say Ash's 100 kick goal time is a 130, Gary's is a 120, and Professor Oak is a 110. When I'm entering these, putting any punctuation in, all I'm putting is the numbers, and the punctuation will actually put itself in. Okay, so I'm going to write my first set, and this set I want to be a really, really hard, to be an extreme set. So this is going to be something like 15, 150s, descend 1 to 3, lane 1 and 2 are going to be on 50, 3 and 4 are on 2 minutes, and then lanes 5 and 6 are on 210. So I've got my set written. I'm going to label this as my extreme set, and we're going to see what Pokemon is possible. So a Zapdos. Zapdos is going to be our possible Pokemon here. So we're going to come over to set number 1. When I'm coming down here on the bottom tab rows, set number 1. And here I'm going to mark whether or not my swimmers completed the set appropriately. And if they all did, then they have the opportunity to do that 100 kick for time. So let's say that they did. Ash goes a 131. He doesn't go fast enough. Gary's going to go a 119. So he went fast enough. He got a Zapdos. And then Professor Oak is going to go a 108. So he also got a Zapdos. Now the combat power here is going to be proportional to how fast you went compared to your goal time. So here, for every 1 second faster than your goal time, than your kick time was, your Pokemon's combat power is going to be multiplied by 500. So here, Professor Oak went 2 seconds faster, so his Zapdos is actually stronger than Gary's is. When you come over here to the far right-hand side, there's a Pokemon leaderboard, and it shows you 2 kind of breakdowns. So, how many Pokemon did each person collect? And then it also shows you what is the total combat power of these Pokemon. So maybe I come into set number 2. Set number 2 is going to be a really easy one. It's going to be just 1050s, kick, drill on a minute. Pokemon at stake is Abra. I come into set 2 down here on the bottom row, down here. I come back over and I'm going to mark that they completed it. And maybe that's something as simple as nobody gets out of the water to go to the bathroom. Or maybe that's as simple as, I want you using your kickboard, streamlining on the kicking. And I come in and put the goal or the kick times done. So let's say Ash went a 125.40. Gary went a 111.90. And Professor Oak, let's say he missed it, he went a 113.40. So Gary's Pokemon is going to be stronger than Ash's because he performed better accordingly than Ash did to his goal time. And when I come down to that leaderboard, it automatically updates. So it shows Gary has 2 Pokemon. Ash and Professor Oak each have 1. But our leaderboard down here is going to be changed because Professor Oak's Pokemon is going to be stronger. So he has a Zapdos, which has a combat power of 1,000. And Ash's Abra only has a combat power of 460.